Let's continue to look at the second chapter, which is the continuation of the first chapter. Why didn't old layman Shah combine these two chapters into one? In fact, in the first gathering, the two chapters were indeed integrated into one chapter. We saw it when we watched the judgment of Master Sijo. When Mr. Shah was first gathered, Master Sijo gave him the judgment, and Master Sijo talked about this grand consolidated edition for the first time in Jinan. At that time, the scriptures were divided into 37 chapters, not the current 48 chapters. In our imagination, Mr. Shah probably divided them into 37 chapters. He divided them into 37 chapters. It was revised 10 times before it became the final version. Divide this whole sutra into 48 sections. In our imagination, the 48 sections must be divided into 48. According to the 48 vows of Amitabha Buddha, so the first chapter is divided into 2 chapters. But these 2 chapters, why not include the lay bodhisattva in the first chapter? When we look at it, it makes a lot of sense. Because they are all representations. Why did he paraphrase right here? Why did he segment in this place? There must be his intentions. That's right, it does have a deep meaning. Where is the meaning? In particular, the section on lay people is divided into another part to remind us that this Dharma door and this sutra are mainly for helping lay practitioner. One should not think that practicing cultivation in this life to become a Buddha, roughly, only monastic people have a part. We lay people have deep, heavy karma without any part. This is what he meant by dividing it here, so that you should not doubt that lay people can become Buddhas equally in their lifetime, which is in line with the teachings of this sutra and the original vows of Amitabha Buddha. This is the unique insight of layman Shah, which allows us to be alert and realize this meaning as soon as we read this passage. This sutra is indeed mainly for lay people. Why? There are more than 16 lay bodhisattvas. More than that, these 16 lay people are all near perfect enlightenment bodhisattvas who manifest at home. Their status is no different from that of Manjusri, Samantabhadra, Avalokitesvara, and Mahasthamaprapta. In our Buddhism, most of the images of Buddhas are monastics, and most of the images of bodhisattvas are laymen. In China, the 4 famous mountains and the 4 great bodhisattvas are the pillars and the center of the Mahayana Dharma. Among the 4 bodhisattvas, only the K-Siddhi Garbha Bodhisattva shows the image of a monk. During the Tang dynasty, the Prince of Goryeo became a monk and came to Mount Juha in China. We later learned that he was the incarnation of Kaya-Siddhagarbha Bodhisattva. So the statue of Kaya-Siddhagarbha Bodhisattva was made to look like a monk. Guanyin Bodhisattva of the South China Sea is a lay face, Manjushri Bodhisattva in Wutai is also a lay face, and Puxian Bodhisattva in Ma, Sichuan is also a lay face. Even Maitreya Bodhisattva, if you go to Beijing Lama Temple, Maitreya Bodhisattva is also a lay face. But in Chinese custom, Maitreya Bodhisattva is a plastic bag monk who becomes a monk. Budai monk appeared in the Song dynasty, the Gaozong era of the southern Song dynasty, and was contemporary with Yu Fei. When the old man passed away, he told everyone that he was the reincarnation of Maitreya Bodhisattva, and then he left and passed away. This is in Buddhism. There is also such a rule. When Buddhas and Bodhisattvas come incarnate, they will never reveal their identities. Once their identities are revealed, they decide to leave. If the identity is revealed but still hasn't gone, it's fake, not real. Now we hear that in many places. Some shamans are Buddhas, come back, some lay people are bodhisattvas. Or some bodhisattvas come back, say and then refuse to go. This is not believable. After saying it, they must go. This is real, not fake. Saying it without going is fake, absolutely not real. The sutras only mention these 16 bodhisattvas. In fact, the number of bodhisattvas who attended exceeded 12,000. Bodhisattvas come to attend in great numbers, in this world, in another. This world is the Saha world, not on our earth, and bodhisattvas from other planets come to this Dharma meeting. Other worlds are not the Saha world, and the bodhisattvas in the immeasurable and boundless Buddhalands all come to participate. And there are too many bodhisattvas. 16 are specially proposed. 16 is representative of the law, and 16 represents consummation. Our Buddhism has two systems, explicit and secret. The notation in the sutra, the Amitabha Sutra, uses 7, and 7 represents consummation, not a number. What does 7 mean? East, south, west, north. This is 4. Up, down. This is 6. Middle, middle. This is 7. It represents perfection, not a number. In the Avatamsaka Sutra, 10 is used to represent consummation, and it is not a number. 10 represents consummation. In Tantric Buddhism, 16 is commonly used. 16 is the consummation represented in Tantric Buddhism. It is not a number. And it shows the Dzogchen of Buddhism everywhere. The names of these 16 names are also representations. And we must learn them here, so we must not miss them. These 16 lay bodhisattvas